Alright, so I'm at 95. I can get all my gear that I want to. Like I can fully gear up the 95 Paladin really easily to go kill Lokar. And actually I could probably kill Ravager, but it's better to actually kill Ravager on Elite. Um I mean you can kill Ravager on Ultimate with this character once you just put him in some gear. It's not that difficult. Um but one of the things you'd be looking for is like not chest, but feet. I don't have the 90 with the level 90 feet yet, so I couldn't craft those. The gloves, I don't know if I have the level 90 ones. I do have the level 90 ones. I have the level 90 gloves, so I can craft the level 90 gloves, depending on do I need Aether Res or do I need Bleeding Res. Whichever res I need the most. But this one's better for me because it gives me casting speed. Um, so you get casting speed, fizz res, percent armor because you're crafting it with Algrim. It also has a pretty high armor base anyway. Um, it's just really good. And the pants are the same way. They have a really high armor base. They give movement speed. They give fizz res, and the boots as well, I believe, also give movement speed, fizz res. What do the boots give? The boots give The Fizz Res boots give pierce resistance. So those are the ones you want to get, and they have like really high armor. And again, you get percent armor on them because they are Algrim based. Because you craft them with Algrim, and they have really high armor overall. You get 4% armor on your gloves, boots, and pants. You don't bother getting gloves like this, or like this. You don't bother getting the MI ones. The MI ones are good. They're just not that great. And you would just craft, like, as you can see, I can craft 57 of these gloves. That means I can also craft 57 of the pants and 57 of the things. So you just craft a few of these until you get some really good ones. You're probably looking for something that gives you fizz res on these. Fizz res would be really good on these. But you see, this one gives me percent armor, it gives me 4% fizz res. It gives me an offensive ability. The damage doesn't really help, like the Aether Fire, but Aether Fire also gives me even more Aether resistance. So this has 50% Aether. This takes care of all my Aether. It's just having this. A few more. Mystics of the Untamed. Untamed kind of sucks, but Mystic is okay. Got a few more. Cold damage doesn't really help. Staunching gives me bleeding res, but this gives me fizz res, percent armor, Aether res, chaos res. So this gives me a huge amount of resistances. So this could be pretty good. 2% armor, 6% cast speed. These are really nice. Just keep crafting a few more. Consecrated of Decay. Decay sucks, but Consecrated gives me percent health. This has 4% armor, which is really nice. Vitality resistance and slow resistance. These are huge gloves. So I'd probably keep these gloves, but I'd also look into using these gloves. Like I'd look into using these gloves because they have armor, like because they have a lot of resistances. And I'd look at the gloves like which resistances do I need the most? Do I need Aether Res? Then I'd use these. And craft like a few sets of these, and then do the same for pants, and then do the same for boots. You craft like 20 of each, and then whichever ones you mix and match the ones you need to get the rest of your gear. The problem is farming this right now, this weapon, really, really sucks. Because it gives elemental damage. It's an elemental damage weapon. However, it's tagged as a cold damage weapon, like for the smart loot. So pretty much 90% of the ones you get to drop are all cold resistance. So I can't bother farming these in the 1.2 patch right now. You farm them in the like I'd farm this for like 2 hours probably and still wouldn't get a decent one. You farm it for an hour in the current patch and you get a decent one. It doesn't even have to be a great one; it just has to be a decent one. The minus 12% on Word of Pain is what you're looking for. Um, I did get a legendary drop, which would be this thing, I think. Where's that? This thing. So I just use that instead. It's 4 less elemental resistance, unfortunately. But it actually gives me +3 Aura of Censure, so it's actually only 1 less elemental resistance. However, it gives attack speed, not casting speed, and its amount of damage is kind of meh. Like if I could get a of Thunder prefix, this the Bulgar's Heart would have so much more value in damage. That doesn't even matter what the prefix is. Um, the chance on enemy death is just utterly worthless. Like it's great for farming, but it's just worthless overall. The damage to Aura of Censure is meh because like I'm basically darting in and out, like just staying long enough for them to come get close, let my shields absorb a hit, and then run away as I let my traps trigger. Veracity is okay. Shrewd of Void Fire is kind of meh. I had a really good one. Aggressive of Soul Warding, Impervious of Attack. These were both really good. Some of these are okay. Shrewd of Celerity is not bad. Mighty of Celerity is much better. Corrosion sucks. Thorn sucks. Frostbite sucks. Alacrity sucks. Aggressive of Alacrity sucks. Mystic is okay because we are doing a lot of Spirit. Shrewd of Thunder. Thunder's nice, but Shrewd doesn't really help us at all because we're not putting many points into cutting. Vigorous of Celerity with armor, that's nice. If we need bleeding res, but nah, that's a lot of attack power though. Mystic of Thunder, that one's actually pretty good. And so you check your yellows, because sometimes yellows with that base set can actually be pretty good, because yellow affixes roll higher than green affixes. So if you don't need many things, then yellow actually works really well for you. But anyways, that's the update for the build. I'm probably going to just migrate this back to my main account and just not bother with it very much, because I'm kind of gearing up for NaNoWriMo right now. I need to do more writing focused. I don't know, I might play something. I might play a little bit more. I don't know. Anyways, thanks for watching. See you next time.